Tune in to Basement Talk. I'm your host, Riz the King.
So he's done.
You gonna get this man to say something stupid. This is G-Ray coming out of St. Louis. Get my phone. It's an argument about LeBron. Man, I'm telling you. So this is real life for me. Derwin James, the free safety or strong safety from Florida State.
Yeah.
San Diego already had a defense. And now they got somebody that's a headhunter, a big hitter, to patrol the middle of their secondary.
Right.
That's a perfect pick for them. So that's another guy.
That's cool. So
Josh Rosen was your number one diamond in the rough.
Number one. The number two diamond in the rough, I said, is Minka Fitzpatrick, but I might have to change that right now. Calvin Ridley went to the Atlanta Falcons. Calvin Ridley was an amazing receiver at Alabama.
Great.
Can run routes. He's going to go to Atlanta to play with Julio Jones.
Play with Julio, which is crazy.
And
Matt Ryan throwing the ball to you.
Right. And they got two running backs that can come in at any time. And so he's never going to see a double team ever.
Not with Julio out there.
And he came from Alabama where you have to run pro routes in order to even sniff the field. That's a problem.
He can be a bit. I'm gonna throw you mine out there. Who's not really a diamond in the rough because everybody been talking about him, but
Okay.
that boy Sony. That boy Sony Michel. You gotta realize, whenever Brady get a running back,
yeah.
Kevin Fall like he dumped the ball off to you like crazy. So they had Deion Lewis looking like he was cold for a second.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they know how to get their running back in space and make them do moves. And that boy fast and that boy got moves.
And he got moves.
You know what I'm saying? So,
anybody the Patriots take is a diamond in the rough.
yeah.
Anybody.
Most times, right.
Anybody. They're going to find some way to use this man.
Yeah.
So I agree with you. The Patriots end up drafting better than most teams.
And to get him at what, 30th or 31st is crazy.
31st.
Yeah.
Just sitting there. Now, what about the guy drafted after him? What are your thoughts on Lamar Jackson?
Lamar Jackson.
Baltimore Ravens.
Baltimore gonna find a way to get him on the field. Game one, whether it be a wide receiver handoff so he can pass the ball.
He don't want to do that.
He don't want to, but he not gonna not do it. You know what I'm saying? Like think about how they did your boy Cordell Stewart at first. Cordell Stewart had to work his way.
Slash.
He was slash at first.
Right.
Let me get you out here, make some plays, and let's see what happens. And then eventually, once Flacco fail,
He's gonna take that role.
You're gonna be that quarterback.
I think so too.
So Lamar Jackson about to get some touchdowns this year.
Lamar Jackson is an underrated. Everybody want to talk about what these guys can't do. Is Lamar Jackson a great thrower or a great decision maker right now, today? No, I don't believe so. From what I've seen at Louisville, he's not that today. Does that mean that he can't ever be that? No. Lamar Jackson is a weapon.
Yeah, that's what I'm
and
saying.
if
he's a great football player.
Right, he's a great football player.
Get him on the field. For
the Baltimore Ravens to get him at 32, the last pick in the first round, I'm just saying that Lamar Jackson may be a superior player to Baker Mayfield. When it's all said and done, I'm not talking about
talent-wise all around. I think he is better.
He's a better talent, but
for sure.
When it's all said and done, he may be a more impressive quarterback as far as career than Baker Mayfield at one.
It's very possible.
He has a chance to be the best out of it. Well,
I mean, I'm not gonna go that far as saying he's the best quarterback.
I
still got to see more. But I like him as a football player more than a straight quarterback.
He has a chance. I'm not saying he's gonna do it.
And then see what happens.
He has a chance for them to pick him up at 32 and arguably get to sit him down. And Joe is hating on him. Joe Flacco, of course, he don't want the man to take his job.
Yeah.
But for them to get him where they got him, I'm just saying that might be a problem.
Yeah. So
that may be a problem.
Before we wrap this up and go to the next segment, since you brought up Flacco not returning his call or nothing, what is that? Like
that's weak.
How you?
That's hating.
I just don't want to talk to you at all.
That's hating and that's weak. And nobody calls quarterbacks out on that, and they should, because the same thing is going on with Ben Roethlisberger. They took the kid out of Oklahoma State, Mason Rudolph.
Yeah, they ain't talking him at all.
And the first thing Ben want to say is we could have took somebody else more productive at that spot that's going to help the Pittsburgh Steelers and help us win games. If I ain't mistaken, ain't Ben Roethlisberger the same cat talking about in season?
Yeah, I'm about to retire.
I'm thinking about retiring. And separate from that, he was like, I don't know if I got it no more. Jacksonville beat their ass. And he said, I don't know if I got it.
Big Ben is very bipolar with his emotions in football.
But now when they take a third round quarterback, they didn't take this dude in the first round. They took him in the third round.
He's just waiting. That's it.
Now he's saying we could have got a better player. What the hell is he talking about? And do he even deserve to start?
Big Ben?
Big Ben.
He deserved to start. He can't go that far.
I want to go that far because he's disrespectful.
I mean,
He disrespectful. Somebody need to put him in his place. You the one talking about retiring. You the one talking about.
man, it's no different than when Brett Favre was retired when he got Aaron Rodgers. Brett Favre still played.
Brett Favre was still an amazing quarterback at that time.
Big Ben can still put some numbers up.
Wow.
Think about it. He only sucked against Jacksonville. Everybody else is pretty solid against. It's only Jacksonville game misfits. Everybody else, he put legendary. He got Antonio Brown getting 100 and catches.
He just
Big
struck,
Ben is still quality.
He hit the wrong note with me. That struck a chord with me that he would hate that heavily against a young guy coming in, and you the one talking about retiring.